So I just got done watching Sunday Night Football. It was Detroit Lions versus Houston Texans. Final score 26-23. Lions win it on a walk-off field goal. Overall thoughts, I expected the Lions to win this game. I didn't expect it to be like this. They've been blowing teams out. So I thought that they were going to win this in dominant fashion by at least 2 scores. Did not go that way. The Texans had control of the game in the beginning. I would say they played pretty well. They had a decent lead. What was it, a 14-point lead or something like that? They had a good lead. They had 5 interceptions on Jared Goff, okay? And yet, you let the Lions get back in the game and Jared Goff, get more into a rhythm, the running backs, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and now y'all lost after picking him off 5 times. Overall thoughts for both teams. First off, I want to start with the Lions. Number 1, Jared Goff MVP conversation is over after tonight. I'm sorry. I like Jared Goff. I made a video and I was showing my top 10 quarterbacks in the league. I think I had him at number 2. I still like Jared Goff, to be clear, but 5 interceptions in one night is awful, no matter what way you slice it. And yeah, he just didn't look the best tonight. He was able to kind of in the second half, look a little bit better, but 5 interceptions, no matter who it is, it's ridiculous. So after that, yeah, he out. I'm sorry, no shade. I hope that he has better performances for the rest of the season, but I've seen what I needed to see. Jared Goff MVP conversation is dead. I thought the Texans offensive line looked better than it did. I think it was last week whenever they played the Jets and everything, so I'll definitely say that. Defense looked pretty good for the most part. I think they had somebody back who was out, so I think that made a difference and everything. Will Anderson Jr. is still out, so that definitely is going to affect the defense. CJ, I thought he looked decent for the most part out there. He had 2 interceptions, which obviously wasn't good. I don't know. I think it's just some of the plays that they ran were so stupid. Like, they had a few trick plays, and I'm just like, why would you run it in that moment? And just things like that. And yeah, they had bad play calling and stuff like that. And at a certain point, it's just like you had that much of a lead on them, and you guys couldn't find a way to close it out and win the game. That's kind of embarrassing to me. Not to mention that there was the missed field goal by their kicker as well for 3. So if he would have got that and everything kind of goes similarly, then the game would have been tied, and then they would have had a chance to go for it in overtime. So yeah, I think some adjustments just have to be made. Play calling, personnel out on the field and stuff like that. But CJ looked better than he did last week, and I think that's just because he had a little bit more time to sit in the pocket, think, and make decisions and everything. Really interesting game to watch. I enjoyed the game. I probably like the first half a little bit more than the second half, to be honest with you, but good game regardless. I like both teams. I'm a fan of both teams and everything. We will see what happens through the rest of the season. Wish them all the best of luck. But yeah, it's just crazy to see all those interceptions. Like, I don't know. I kind of like watching interceptions happen when it's not my team, because when it is, it gives anxiety. But I don't know. Defense was hungry for it tonight and everything. Forgot to mention the fact that the Lions, one of their I think offensive lineman was out. I think it was Taylor Decker. He was out, so I'm sure that definitely affected them and everything. So there's that. But yeah, we'll see what happens the rest of the season. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments on that. Lions team to beat in the NFC, I kind of feel 2 ways about it. It's like, yeah, they were still able to win despite throwing 5 interceptions, but it's just also showing me a lot about it as well. It's like I can see it both ways. So are they still teaming to be in the NFC? We're gonna have to see come playoffs, but I don't know. Let me know what you think down below.